Welcome back to my channel Miss Medicine. In this video we will discuss about histopathological findings. If you are new here, subscribe to the channel and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Like parakeratosis, dyskeratosis, spongiosis, ballooning, acanthosis, etc. So first we will discuss about parakeratosis. So what is parakeratosis? In parakeratosis, presence of nucleus in stratum corneum. As we already discussed in layers of epidermis, stratum corneum lack nucleus. So in parakeratosis, presence of nucleus in stratum corneum. In which conditions we will see parakeratosis? The mnemonic is P's. P means psoriasis. E means eczema. A means actinic keratosis. Seborrheic dermatosis, S. And squamous cell carcinoma. Actinic keratosis is pre-malignant condition. It's seen in sun-exposed area. Due to sun exposure, scaly lesions or keratotic lesions present. How you can treat actinic keratosis? You can give topical 5-fluorouracil and imquimod. And also photodynamic therapy. Next condition is dyskeratosis. Next condition is dyskeratosis. Dyskeratosis is premature or abnormal keratinization. We can see dyskeratosis in malignant conditions like squamous cell carcinoma, premalignant conditions like Bowen's disease, and benign conditions like Halle-Halle disease and Darier's disease. Next condition is spongiosis. Spongiosis is extracellular accumulation of fluids in stratum spinosum. You can remember like stratum spinosum and spongiosis. Example is acute eczema. oozing out condition, accumulation of fluid. Next condition is ballooning. What is ballooning? It is intracellular accumulation of fluid in stratum spinosum. In spongiosis, extracellular accumulation of fluid, and in ballooning, intracellular accumulation of fluid. Same example, acute eczema. Next condition is acanthosis. What is acanthosis? It is thickening of stratum spinosum. Examples like chronic eczema. In acanthosis, lignified lesions present. Lignified lesions like thickening of skin, hypertrophy, increased surface markings, and pigmentary changes. These are the characteristics of lignified lesions. Here is the mnemonic of lignified lesions, HMP. H means hypertrophy, M means changes in markings, and P means pigmentary changes. Next condition is microabscess. Microabscess means small collection of cell. It can be any cell, neutrophils, lymphat. Next condition is microabscess. It means collection of cells. It can any type of cells like neutrophils, eosinophils, lymphocytes. So, small collection of cells. First one is neutrophilic microabscess. In neutrophilic microabscess, example like dermatitis herpetiformis. Accumulation of neutrophils. Next is lymphocytic microabscess. Collection of lymphocytes. Example is mycosis fungoides. Fungioids. Next is eosinophilic microabscess. Collection of eosinophils. Intraepidermal eosinophilic microabscess seen in Pemphigus vegetans. Next and the last condition is acantholysis. Acantholysis means separation of keratinocytes due to defect in desmosomes. After separation, cells formed called acanthocytes or acantholytic cells. You can check acanthocytes by Zinc smear cytology test. And here are some examples of acantholysis, like Pemphigus vulgaris. We can see acantholysis in Pemphigus vulgaris. Pemphigus foliaceus. These all are intraepidermal disorders. Third one, paraneoplastic disease. Fourth one, Darier's disease. Fifth one, Halle-Halle disease. Pemphigus vulgaris, because of defective desmoglein 3. Pemphigus foliaceus, because of defective desmoglein 1. Paraneoplastic disease, because of defective plaquin family, desmoplakin, placoglobin, and envoplakin. Dyer's disease, because of calcium ATPase defect, and Halle-Halle disease, because of defective calcium ATPase.